This morning, Americans are waking up to news that President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have both tested positive for COVID-19. President Trump made the announcement at nearly 1 a.m. this morning on Twitter, saying they'll begin their quarantine immediately and get through this together. Vice President Mike Pence and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin have both tested negative for the virus this morning. Joining us now is Yahoo Finance healthcare reporter Anjalee Khemlani. So Anjalee, we know the president is 74 years old. I guess that puts him in a higher risk bucket, so to speak, given this virus. But was he showing any symptoms at all? What are we hearing?
That's right, Alexis. So first, let's start off with the risk factors. Number one, he is in that older category, 74 years old. That puts him well into high risk for developing a more severe case if, in fact, he does get there. He also is on the lower end of obese for his height and weight, and so that puts him in additional risk. Also, as a male, he is twice as likely to end up in the hospital. But as of right now, the latest reports do show that he still has very mild symptoms. So whether or not those develop further will determine what the course of the virus has on his body.
Anjalee, of course, the president is going to get the very best treatment, but remind viewers what treatments are out there for COVID. How do you go about this?
Right. So a good point to bring up. We know that as of right now, the only really approved or authorized, rather, treatments are remdesivir. That's that antiviral from Gilead that just got transferred over from the government control back to the company for distribution. We also know that dexamethasone, which is a steroid, is also one of the more effective ones, many doctors have said, as well as proning, which is just laying on the stomach. That's one. Those are sort of the most common treatment options for anyone who ends up in the hospital and ways to keep people off ventilators. We do also know that there are clinical trials of antibody therapies going on. Whether or not the doctors who are caring for him would take the risk of putting him on those and enrolling him in the trial, some say that's very unlikely. But the question is still out there. So those are what we face with right now. He's facing sort of the same situation that your average American is, in the fact that there is no vaccine still, and there are no really strong treatments. The ones that I've listed are all sort of effective. There's nothing really that has been proven to really just knock the virus out.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.